How do you decide what UI/UX design software to learn in 2021 and beyond? My name is Samuel Linus. I'm a full stack developer here at Nerdy Eye, and in this video, we'll be taking a look at some of the considerations that you need to know before you decide what software to learn when you want to embark on this UI/UX design career journey. Right? So I would love you to subscribe on our YouTube channel and follow us across our social media pages, because we share valuable content like this on a weekly basis. We'll be taking a look at three major softwares, though there are other software that you could use, but these three softwares are the most popular software, right? So in no particular order, the first one is Adobe XD, the second one is Figma, and the third one is Sketch. Now, we will consider four things that after we have gone through these four considerations, you'll be able to determine which particular software is best for you. So let's take a look. The first thing I'll be considering is the cost. What will you cost you to actually start using any of this particular software? Now, for Adobe XD, it will not cost you anything, right? Adobe XD is free, though it has a paid plan, but you can start using it as a designer for free. Now, same thing with Figma as well. Figma as well also has a paid plan, but you can start using it for free as a UI/UX designer. Now, for that of Sketch, they have a trial period of 30 days, but it's not really free. As a designer, you will pay, for an individual designer, you will pay about $99 to start using it, though you can start using it for your first 30 days, which is their trial period, right? Before you start using it. Now, let's take a look at the second consideration. Access. Access is the second consideration. How can you easily access this particular software, or through on what platform are you going to access this particular software, right? For Adobe XD, you can access it on your desktop. So it's a desktop software in such a way that you can install it on your laptop, you can install it on your PC, and you can start using it. It's available on Mac. It's also available for Windows user as well, right? So that means both Mac and Windows users can easily start designing using Adobe XD. For Figma, Figma is not a desktop application, it's a web-based application. That means you will need internet connection, right? That means you will always need data, you always need internet connection in order for you to use Figma. So for you, if you will not be able to afford internet connection often, Figma might just be a no-no for you, right? You might choose to use XD. Now for Sketch is also a desktop application, just like Adobe XD, but the negative side of Sketch is that it is only available for Mac users, right? You can't really use it for Windows, right? So it's only available for Mac users. So if you're not a Mac user, you might just be thinking of going with Adobe XD instead of Sketch. But if you are a Windows user and you prefer the web, you have a lot of data, you might want to go with Figma, which also is available for the web. But better still, you might choose to go with Adobe XD. There's also a desktop application and does not actually require you having consistent data. So let's take a look at the next consideration. Now, the third thing that you need to consider as you decide which of this software to use is what we call collaboration, right? So how can you collaborate with other designers to work on a particular project that you have? Now, for Adobe XD, you can collaborate, but you can only share just one link. And when you share just one link for the freemium plan, you can share just one link. But if you upgrade to the paid plan, you can actually share, you can create multiple links, right? But if you're working on the free plan, you can just share one link, and you might not be able to really collaborate with a lot of designers as much as possible. Now, for Figma, you can easily collaborate with lots of designers at the same time, right? So it is easy for you to collaborate with a lot of designers at the same time. There'll be a lot of edits. 2 or 3 designers could be working on the same project, right? And remotely and in real time. But for Mac, for Sketch, right? Sketch, their collaboration version is actually on a beta stage, right? They recently released it and it's on a beta version right now. So they are still testing that aspect, right? So basically, you have to consider these things to know if you should go with Figma or XD. Now, most people that work in a design agency where there's a lot of projects and a lot of designers working on a particular project, they tend to use more of Figma because Figma was built with collaboration in mind, right? So let's take a look at the last but not the least thing to consider. So the last thing to consider is community, right? Are there community behind these particular applications, behind this particular thing? So that if you are encountering problem, are there resource materials? Are there plugins that you can actually easily install, right? Now for Adobe XD, the community of Adobe XD is really growing, and it's growing massively, right? So there's a lot of community for Adobe XD, and there's a lot of plugins to install as well. So that's a pass mark. And for Figma as well, there's a lot of community for Figma too. There's a lot of people backing things. There's a lot of things to use. There's a lot of materials out there that you could actually use, UI kits for Figma as well. For Sketch as well, Sketch has been there for a long time now, so there's a lot of resource materials, there's a lot of libraries, there's a lot of plugins that you could use. So they all have nice and awesome community. Now, it is your choice to ask yourself, do I have enough data? Do I have enough data to use Figma on the web, or should I go with Adobe XD? If I'm going with Adobe XD, fine. If I'm going with Sketch, am I a Mac user or a Windows user? Do I have money to actually buy a Sketch application or not? Then you now discover which particular application that you really want to use as you embark on this UX design journey. Now, if you want to start your career as a UX designer, at NEDI, we have our courses. We have online course and physical on-site course in Lagos State, Nigeria, that you could easily actually learn from people like myself and some other professionals that we have in-house. And when you take this particular course with us, we also give you 1 month mentorship opportunity, and you become a member of our NEDI Alliance, where you meet other like minds to collaborate with and to work with to enable you grow up and skill up in your career. And we also have our workforce aspect too, that will help you look out for a job so that you can actually get a job. So if you are intending to start your career as a UX designer, or you're already a UX designer at an intermediate level, do reach out to us and let's see how you can actually get better in pushing this thing, in pushing your career in UI UX design. Now, don't forget to hit on the subscription bell and make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel as we post valuable content like this at intervals. So ensure you hit on the subscription button and as well as turn on your notification as well. So I hope to see more of you.